Okay. Sorry, I was just giving my beats one to start with.
Yeah, Hunter, you got off to a really strong start at the beginning of the game. Just how are you able to do so well early going?
I think it just came from a lot of it came from effort. I think I'd looked myself in the mirror last couple games and just noticed that I wasn't playing as hard as I needed to for the team, and I was letting the team down in that sense. And I just felt like ever since warm-ups, ever since coming into the gym, came in with a different mindset. I feel like I just kind of felt like it was gonna be one of those games.
And after hearing about all the struggles you guys have had on the road, how gratifying was it to have a game like this?
It was really good. I mean, we knew coming in, like obviously we lost here last year, and we had some struggles on the road last year just in general. And this was a good start to trying to have a new year with everybody with a new team and everything like that. I think guys just really showed up and played with a lot of heart out there tonight.
Hunter, it seemed like you were getting fed a lot of easy floaters inside. What did you guys see from UCF's defense that allowed you to execute that way?
I think they were really helping on the ball screens, trying to not let our guards get downhill, and I think that opened up the short rolls and everything like that. But I think my teammates just did a good job of finding me in spots. They were really unselfish today and put me in positions to score.
You guys out rebounded UCF 62 to 33. What did you guys see on the boards today?
You want? I mean, obviously, that's what we talk about. All 5 men. Sorry. All 5 men need to crash, and I think we did a pretty good job on it. I think we need to do it more. Obviously work on it, and then I feel like if we all in movement, all in motion, offensive or defensive, rebound glass, I think that'd be good for our team.
Hunter, you were here last year. You just referenced losing to UCF on this court a year ago. Was that something that Coach Self brought up in the preparation for this game?
Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't really need to bring it up too much. In the shoot around last night, we saw confetti falling down from the top, and so apparently somebody was expecting another upset this year, and so we carried that in, and then we also carried into them telling us that we had to go through a separate exit when we were leaving. Like they were preparing for another court storm, and I felt like guys took that to heart and really realized, how teams are looking at us, and we really needed to come out and show everybody why we were the preseason #1 team in the country.
Coach Self said against your performance against West Virginia last week, it wasn't that good of an offensive performance. What changed tonight? What did you see in UCF's defense that kind of put the spark for you guys?
I'll take this one. I just say, stacking days in practice, we knew it wasn't nothing that West Virginia did. It was all on us. We kind of had our, minds twisted offensively, and I just, stacking days in practice and getting better as a group.
Shaquille, you made your first start of the season today, and now you're starting to get fully healthy at KU. You obviously had a great career at Mississippi State. How much does it change coming off the bench compared to making your first start of the season? And does it help you get in a rhythm faster, or how much different is it in your eyes compared to coming off the bench the first couple of games of the year?
I actually don't see a difference. I kind of been around the block. It's my 5th year, so I kind of know what to expect coming in the game or starting, and I've been, at a school where I didn't start, and then I've started 34 games, so it just doesn't really matter to me. Just got to bring the energy regardless.
How would you guys compare the execution and the mindset of the first half compared to what you guys did on Tuesday against West Virginia?
To be honest, I don't even know if we played that good offensively. Like, you can look at it and we scored 99 points. You're going to be like, that's crazy. Obviously, you guys scored. But Coach said it after the game, we had 22 offensive rebounds, where it's like our 2 best 3-point shooters went 2 for 10 from 3. Like, we didn't play that well offensively, I don't think. I think we could have played way better offensively. But it just goes to show, we played hungry. We played we dropped our first game in the Big 12, and we're trying to get back into that Big 12 race. I think guys just were out there playing hungry, playing hard, and that was kind of a reflection of it. We shot good. I was 12 for 17. I didn't miss too many shots, but as a whole, we didn't play that great offensively. I think we just played harder and hungrier.
Most definitely.
Flora, you picked up 6 blocks on your own day. What were you seeing down low there with UCF's offense?
Obviously, I was just trying, be on the help side too much. Help my teammates. If you got beat offensively and defensively, just be present when Hunt come out. I don't let's say if hand come out, I don't want it to be like a hole, and then people can come at us. I have to stay there, stay ready, and then be a presence offensively and defensively.
I saw at least like one of those blocks coming late there in the contest, even when the game was pretty much all decided at that point. What message are you guys looking to send near the end there?
I just say, nothing is sweet, obviously. Obviously, when we are, we still have to defend ourselves, still have to play hard, don't let people think about it and play with us, just we have to set it on, even though the game is over.
You guys scored 62 points in the paint. What were you guys saying down low? Where was able to get so open?
I think it just came from a mindset. Like, I think,
Doing your work early.
yeah, everybody as a whole knew, again, just going back to playing harder, playing hungrier, playing with a fire and a passion that we needed that, we felt like we were lacking the last couple games. And, before the season, we felt like we had the best front court in the country with me, KJ, and Flo. And we just went out there and tried to prove it today. Coach Self prides himself on, getting close to the rim and making shots, whether it's a guard, a big, anything. And I think that really helped us and kind of, I think during the West Virginia game, we were kind of relying on jump shots and three-pointers, and we didn't really get too many baskets around the paint other than Zeke. And I think as a team today, we came out there and really just tried to attack the paint and get easy baskets and kind of let that, be our foundation for offense.
Hunter, how did Shaq help right from the get-go? What did he do that helped you guys get off to a great start?
He really came in with, passion defensively. I think, that's where he's going to help us the best is being a dog defender, being somebody who can pick up 9 to 4 feet and really change the game defensively and really help Juan out because Juan's a great defender, but having another guy out there with him, and then, he's just a basketball player, he's super athletic, coming off ball screens and stuff like that adds, a bit of athleticism that can always help with us offensively as well.
Or can you just walk us through that play where you blocked the jump shot and then tracked it down and finished with the dunk?
Yeah, I thought when I blocked the shot, I thought the ball would go like out of bounds, but after I get down, I realized I see the ball right there, so I kind of like use my quickness, to get in and, push the ball, and then I think able to come up after, so it was pretty good.
All right, thanks, fellas.
Thanks, guys. Rush out.
Fire away, guys.
Bill, after how much you talked about effort throughout the week, how gratifying was it to see some of these rebounding numbers and all the things that went into the victory?
Yeah, sometimes we get effort's a big part of it, but mindset, energy. You try hard when you're flat. It's still effort, but it's just it's no good. But our mindset was good today, so that was good to see. We caught them on a day where they didn't play near as well, but today that was a pretty turned up team that was playing in the blue today.
Coach, you spoke at length about energy and that dog mentality. Do you feel like your guys brought that today, and do you think this win will translate well moving forward?
You know what? I hope so. I actually think we played for 40 minutes when the game even kind of got away. I thought we still competed hard and tried hard defensively, so that's a good sign. And everybody we put in the game, I thought, competed hard and played athletic. But we're not the most athletic team, but when we're turned up, yeah, we are pretty athletic, and we played that way. And Hunt got us off to a great start. KJ and Juan, Shaq was terrific, and then Zeke didn't make shots, Diggy didn't make shots, but the tall freshman came in there and pretty much dominated in the minutes he was in there.
Coach, you guys held UCF to a season low 48, and it's a low for the school in recent years. What did you guys see defensively that allowed you to capitalize on them so well?
I don't think that it was all us. I think a lot of it they helped us a little bit in that they missed some shots that normally they make and also or make a higher percentage, and also the way we guarded them, we kind of risked leaving a couple of guys with good looks, and they didn't make them. So we got lucky. But I don't think we did anything that was whatsoever that was related to UCF. I think it was what we tried to do is just play the way that we play, and it happened to fall right for us.
Coach, Shaquille Moore finished as a plus 35, and obviously his first start of the season. Was there anything you saw from him that really impressed you, especially being the defender that he is, jumping in, making his first start of the year, and then?
Well, I thought that you start. I've been struggling on who to start, and Shaq hasn't had a chance to play at all, large part because of injury. You know, he had surgery, but the biggest thing is, from a physical standpoint, he mirrors Johnson. So from a strength and from a fast speed standpoint, so I thought he was the best guy to guard him, which then allows Juan to guard Jordan Ivey, which is a better matchup for him. So I thought that was, we kind of got fortunate on that. But you know, I guys that play hard and create havoc, and you know, you're not always going to make shots, but the other team can't score, you're not going to lose. And I think Shaq gives us the best chance to have that mentality.
Coach, last week, the offensive performance against West Virginia you called horrid. Today, you scored 99 points and got 37 second chance points. What clicked today for your team?
Well, we just played with energy. You know, missed shots were like assists today, where in the past there was no. We didn't compete for the rebounds. Basically, just give them to the other team. So, you know, I thought we rebounded great. You know, if you look at it, they scored 9 points in the first half by us getting the rebound and going after the ball with one hand. We actually defended them better than the numbers, I thought, the first half. And then the second half, you know, they didn't make shots, but we were pretty solid then.
Coach, you come back here after last season and pick up the win from an on-court standpoint. What would you say is the difference between the Kansas you saw last year in this arena versus the Jayhawks team that played in the arena tonight? You know, last year here we had a 16-point lead in the first half. Got off to a terrible start, then we played really well, and then I thought we played with pretty low IQ to end the half, and 16 becomes 7 or whatever it was, and then you know you give UCF hope, and you give them the thought that they can beat us, and then the crowd gets into it, and we play hesitant, and so you know, who knows what would have been the situation if it was a close game today. But I think that we were a better team today than we were last year, but in this particular moment. But it's just one game, and you know, hopefully we can bottle it and everything. But hey, we're both 1-1. That's all that really matters.
What have you liked about Flory and Hunter playing together on the floor at the same time? And how do you plan on implementing that continuing through Big 12 play?
Well, we got to do it. But the biggest thing today, you know, even with Hunt, we had rim protection. We haven't had rim protection like that all year long. I mean, we made up for some bad defensive plays by guys contesting and blocking. So I'd say the biggest thing I like about them right now is that defensively they can play together. Flory's good enough and quick enough. He can play out on the perimeter some. So they can play together. We got to figure some stuff out offensively. But it shouldn't be that different because KJ's limited in many ways the way people guard him offensively, and they're going to guard Flory the same way. So we should be able to figure something out.
Hey, Coach, in the back. Hunter had 21 points in the first half. UCF had 25. What was making him so effective?
I think he played to his size. I think we did a better job of looking for him. Even the first possession of the game, it kind of just set the tone, you know, because we were going to go to him, I think his mindset and his attitude was a little different today than what it has been as well.
Flory with the block and the dunk on the other end, how good a play was that in your eyes?
Yeah, I watch it again. That's probably as athletic a play as anybody's made for us, you know, so far this year. So to block it, to run it down, and then kind of do an inside-out deal and punch it, that was pretty good. And of course, he's so athletic and quick off his feet. But that was probably as good an athletic play as anybody's made, without question.
What's the team plan with the blizzard back in Lawrence?
They tell us we can get back, leave tomorrow at 11. So we'll stay here tonight and then get back. We go from 65 today and sunny, and the breeze 3 miles per hour out of the southeast or whatever it is to go back to a balmy -10 below zero wind chill. So I wouldn't mind staying here a couple more days, but unfortunately we got a game on Wednesday.
Coach, with the difference in 62-10 in the paint, what's the biggest thing that you noticed down low from your team?
You know what? It was Hunt and offensive rebounding. I think the combination, but we got the ball in the paint off the bounce a lot, and when you're able to do that, it forces rotation. So therefore, rebounding's always better. You know, people can say our rebounding stinks, which it does.
But if you don't ever force help, and you're easy to block out when you force help, it forces rotations, and they were in a lot of rotations because we got our shoulders past guys on the perimeter, and that opened up lanes to rebound. So it was just a combination of a lot of things.
Coach, to mention that you mentioned opening up lanes on the rebound, you guys out rebounded them by 30 still. What did you see that was adding to that to get such a big number?
I think it was just a mindset. We've challenged our guys. We've had some pretty good do better talks in the last 3 or 4 days, and I think they're probably tired of listening to them, to be honest with you.
Last one. Coach, you talked about the loss last year and how you noticed that UCF team was very athletic. You forced them into a lot of ISO situations today. Do you feel like, and forced them to use the athleticism, do you feel like you did a good job suppressing that?
I think we did a good job guarding their actions to force them to be one-on-one, and then our individual defenders did a pretty good job in those situations. Yeah, I do. Good question.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
All right,